Hello Clippers fans and welcome to the 14th game of the Newburyport Clippers varsity soccer season. It's the ALS Cup between Newburyport and Pentucket. And in front of a packed crowd, it was the girls who kicked off first at 5 o'clock. And Deirdre McElhaney scored the winning goal with this fantastically taken penalty in front of a really packed crowd. So with the girls winning 1-0, I caught up with Coach Sean Blue to get his thoughts on the boys' game.
Coach Blue, great result for the girls there, get the boys all fired up. What are you expecting from this game?
Well, the atmosphere is awesome here. We need to do more of these games. It's a shame we only have one a year. Do something like this. The girls had a great thing. We're all fired up. This game's going to have a ton of energy. It's going to be fun. We got to make sure we keep our energy calm and play soccer at the same time that we get fired up.
What are you expecting from Pentucket?
They're going to be ready for us. They're fighting for a playoff spot to get in the tournaments. They're going to be fired up to kind of come out after us. We just got to play our game and trust each other, and we'll get a result.
All right, well, good luck, Coach. Bring some silverware. All right.
Here's the record of the two teams today. Clippers still 13-0 and Pentucket with 4 wins and 5 defeats from their 11 games. So as the teams lined up for the national anthems in front of a big crowd and a night game, beautiful evening in October, there was a lot of excitement in the air, with Newburyport trying to win the ALS Cup for the first time in a number of years and Pentucket trying to get revenge for the 2-1 defeat when a late goal from Twitchell gave Newburyport a victory in the corresponding fixture at Pentucket earlier this season. So here we go then, Newburyport going from left to right in the maroon shirts, getting us underway with Gagnon playing the ball forward. And as usual, Newburyport spent most of the early periods pushing forward, playing with a real intent to try and score. And here, Brooks gets brought down on the edge of the box for the first free kick of the game after 5 minutes. And Gagnon stepped up after a fake from Brady and lipped the ball over the wall, but the keeper tipped the ball over the bar. And that was the first of many saves that this fine keeper from Pentucket made during the game. From the corresponding corner, he was stretched again as O'Donnell's great delivery to the back post was plucked out of the air by the young goalkeeper. And so really strong start from Newburyport. And here in the 11th minute, they had the ball in the net. Great ball forward from McDermott after good work from Acton. Put O'Donnell away. O'Donnell nipping in front of the defender, plays the ball into Aquaviva. And you can see there he's actually behind the defender, onside when the ball is played. And he puts the ball in the net, but the referee's already blown for offside. So a bit unlucky there, Newburyport, on the 11th minute. And then a minute later, Gagnon makes a great run as they're making all the running, comes through, but then hits it straight at the goalkeeper when he's in a good position from about 10 yards out. So Newburyport creating a lot of chances in the early exchanges, and Pentucket not really offering much going forward, but very well organised at the back. And here's another free kick for Newburyport. This time, Aquaviva knocked down by 2 defenders as he's trying to get through on goal. And this time, Forrest Hay steps up to try and test the keeper. And he gets it over the wall, but it's straight down the keeper's gullet, and he makes an easy save in the middle of the goal there. So now with 20 minutes gone, Newburyport continue to push forward, and a really nice move leads to a good opportunity for Duncan Coyer. So first of all, the ball's won in midfield by Coyer. He plays it to Twitchell, who plays a good ball in. Forrest makes a nuisance of himself, and it falls to Coyer about 10 yards out, but he puts the right-footed shot over the crossbar. Just couldn't quite get over it there. And that was the pattern of the first half, with lots of chances for Newburyport, nothing much from Pentucket. And the referee blew the whistle at the end of the first half, with Newburyport on the offence, but not able to break down the Pentucket defence and create really clear-cut chances. So a lot of work to do for Newburyport to try and get the goal to win this game. And they kick off the second half here, going from right to left, with the intention of trying to take this game away from Pentucket. But they know they're up against a tough defence with a really inspired goalkeeper who's had a great first half and also had a great game when we played them in Pentucket. So here we go then into the second half, and immediately Newburyport press forward, and Zach Rosa here picks up the ball on the right hand side, beats his man and puts in an absolutely wicked cross which bounces around in the box but gets cleared away. Again, Newburyport on the front foot immediately. But then Pentucket show that they're going to come out and play in the second half with some good work in midfield here from number 10. He plays the ball through, really good run, plays the ball through, and a shot from distance is the first real action for keeper Tank, but he gets down comfortably and saves it. Pentucket now obviously deciding they're going to push forward a bit as well, and the game's starting to open up. In the 45th minute, a Fellner throw-in, I promise you it is Fellner, launches it into the box and it's flicked on by Acton, as we've seen so many times this season. but again the keeper in the right spot at the right time to make the save. A couple of minutes later, a training ground corner routine with O'Donnell driving the ball in low causes panic in the box, and a chance there, charge down, and then the shot comes out to Rosa, but it goes over the bar. Pretty good opening there, and Rosa will probably wish he could have done better. And then here, a few minutes later, another throw played into the box by Fellner, and it's flicked on at the near post, and at the back post O'Donnell has a shot charged down. Then Twitchell has another shot charged down, and the ball bounces through to the keeper. And again, lucky for Pentucket, that ball didn't end up in the net, but the break's just not going for Newburyport, even though they're creating some good openings. But it's all the pressure now. Another throw coming in here from Fellner, another good flick on, and the keeper's there again with strong hands at the near post. So as the game draws on, Pentucket start to push forward a little bit more, but it's still Newburyport asking all the questions of the opposition keeper. Good play here from O'Brien, plays it into Brooks. Brooks does well, plays the ball wide. Newburyport playing some nice stuff here. McDermott plays it out wide, cross into the box, dips under the crossbar, and the keeper makes another good brave save there, and the referee gives a free kick for a charge on the keeper. But more pressure on the Pentucket goal, but Newburyport just not being able to get the breakthrough. Good play from Bovey now into Gagnon. Gagnon drives forward in his customary way, has a shot, but unfortunately it's a tame shot that's easily dealt with by the Pentucket goalkeeper. Newburyport continued to push forward, but they were getting quite frustrated by the inability to put the ball in the net. And next up was a really good opportunity created again from good work from O'Brien. Goes down the left, attacks, plays the ball into Brooks. Brooks wins the ball back after losing it. Good cross to the back post by Cuyer. Forrester makes a big nuisance of himself with a good header, and Brooks nips in, but couldn't get any power on the shot, and it's a comfortable save again for the goalkeeper. Yet another chance goes begging as Newburyport continue to knock on the door and try and get that elusive goal to win the ALS Cup. Next up was Aquaviva. One of his customary aggressive runs gets into the box, but his left foot shot was dragged wide. And again, just real frustration now for the Newburyport players and the supporters who are here in their numbers. A number of changes made to try and break the deadlock. But actually, as we got towards the end, Pentucket had a couple of chances themselves. Here's a long throw from Pentucket, which causes an accidental handball there and gives them a chance for a free kick. And it's whipped in, and actually Tank does really well as the ball bounces up off the turf. And really good hands from Owen Tank there, and he keeps the ball out. And this was in the 75th minute. And then so that was a real good shot there from Pentucket, and it almost broke the deadlock. And then with 1 minute to go on the clock, a run down the right, and here a chance created on the angle and a shot just over the bar from Pentucket. So they actually ended the game fairly strongly in the last 5 minutes. But all the chances had been Newburyport's in the game, but unfortunately they couldn't find the deadlock. Even right at the end, Aquaviva making another run, trying to break them down, crossed to the right hand side, comes in, and at the far post they pull the ball back, and it's scrambled away by Pentucket, pounced on by the goalkeeper. And that was the last chance of the game. The goalkeeper had made 16 saves in the match, and Newburyport had had so much of the possession and really dominated the game. They just couldn't find the goal that would win them the cup outright. So the game finished 0-0 at the end of the 80 minutes, which means that we have the dreaded penalty kicks to decide who's going to take home this ALS Cup. And it's going to be real tension here to see who can hold their nerve and who can be the hero. It's going to take a lot of courage to step up in front of this big crowd and take penalty kicks. And amazingly, the first person to step up for Pentucket was their keeper, Tyler Carenti, who stepped up to take the first kick of this penalty shootout. So in case you don't know, it's 5 shots per team, and then if it's still level after 5 shots, it's sudden death. So here we go. First kick, Tyler Carenti against Owen Tank, and he skillfully puts it into the net. So that's 1-0 to Pentucket. So here we go. Who's the first kick for Newburyport? It's Henry Acton, midfielder, who's had such an influential season, playing a lot of minutes there in the middle of the field. Referee just giving him a few last instructions there to make him feel even more nervous. So here we go. Big crowd, getting very tense now. Henry Acton takes a few steps back. And here we go. First penalty for Newburyport. And he steps up and slots it carefully. Keeper goes the wrong way. So that's it. One each. And here we go. Second penalty for Pentucket here. Up steps. I think that's number 10. Is that Max Markins for Pentucket? So here we go. One penalty each. And Markins steps up here to see if he can beat Tank. I'm sure his legs are like jelly. Here we go. Steps up. And Tank goes to the left and the penalty to the right. So 2-1 to Pentucket. Nice penalty there. Now up steps Forrest Hay for the second penalty kick for Newburyport. Usually famous for his cool as a cucumber finishing. Let's see how he fares here. Certainly bad for his parents. I can vouch for that. So here we go. Puts the ball on the spot. Keeper waits. Forrest Hay steps up. Big breath and steps up and slots it to the keeper's left. And the keeper's right. He got his hand to that but couldn't keep it out. Good penalty from Forrest Hay there. Put it right in the corner. So 2 penalties all. Now here's Pentucket's third penalty. Up he steps. Referee delaying things, making everybody even more nervous. Here we go. Blows his whistle. Pentucket striker steps up. Oh, and Tank almost saved that one. He hit it straight down the middle and Tank dived to his left. Got it a little bit on it, but couldn't quite keep it out. So here we go. Top scorer Aquaviva up next. Speed merchant. And I think 9 goals this season. Here he goes. 3-2 to Pentucket. Aquaviva steps up. Oh, cool. Very cool. Nice finish into the corner. 3-3. So no misses so far. And here we go. The 7th penalty coming up. 4th penalty taker for Pentucket. Tank almost got to the last one. What's he going to do this time? He's gone left all 3 so far. What's he going to do this time? Up steps the Pentucket striker. Puts it to the left and Tank goes to the right. That's a good penalty. Lifts it right into the corner there. And up steps Captain Gagnon here. Midfielder. Had a few good chances in the game. Just couldn't quite find the net. Again, the referee delaying things just to add to the tension. So Gagnon pops the ball down. Keeper's jumping down on the spot. Up and down on the spot. Here we go. Gagnon steps up. Oh, what a save by the keeper. Got a left hand to it. Amazing. Diving to his right. It was actually a really decent penalty by Gagnon. Perhaps a little bit higher than he would have wanted. But the keeper makes an absolutely excellent save. Watch this. He dives to the left. But even then he has to put his hand up to keep that ball out. He struck it well. That's unlucky for Gagnon. A great save there from Carenti. So here we go. 4-3 now. 4-3 to Pentucket. So if they score this penalty, the ALS Cup is theirs. And it's number 21, Arda Dalmau, who steps up here to try and win the ALS Cup here for Pentucket. What can Tank do? He almost kept out the 3rd penalty. So let's see what happens here. Must be very nerve-wracking now for the Pentucket striker. Can Tank keep this out and keep Newburyport in the game? Steps up and Tank makes the save. Absolutely fantastic save from Owen Tank. And so it's 4-3 to Pentucket with 1 penalty left of the 5 for Newburyport. Absolutely massive pressure now on the next taker for Newburyport. He knows he has to score to keep them in the game. Wonderful save there from Tank. Came up big, a huge opportunity for Pentucket, and Tank took it away. And it's Captain O'Donnell who steps up. 9 goals already this season. His finishing's been really good, but now this is a different ball game. Extremely tense. He knows he needs to score. He's left-footed. He approaches the ball here. Oh, and he puts it under the keeper's dive into the corner, and it's 4-4. So 5 penalties each. We're into sudden death. It's 4-all. And here goes the 6th penalty for Pentucket by Alex Bishop. Known by a lot of the Newburyport players who plays on the same club team. Bishop here steps up, right-footed. Oh, nice penalty. Nothing Tank could do about that. Tank decided to stay in the centre there to try and kid the taker, but he slotted it straight in the corner. So, who's this up next? Luke O'Brien, defender, hasn't scored this season. He'll be very nervous about this. Here we go. Luke O'Brien steps up. Nicely done, right into the corner, and it's 5-5. And look at that, get the crowd going. Come on! Incredible atmosphere here in this ground. Probably 1,000 people in the crowd, and they're all screaming. It's really great atmosphere. So 5-5. Luke O'Brien, cool as a cucumber there, slotted it straight in the corner. So here we go. 7th penalty for Pentucket. Can Tank make the save? He steps up. Oh, good penalty again, right into the right and left-hand corner. Tank couldn't get there. So 6-5. I'm losing count myself here. Here we go. Grady Connolly steps up and slots it past the keeper. Fantastic stuff. 6-6. Amazing penalties. They really are so calm under pressure, these players. And now, here goes Pentucket's number 9, Trevor Kamuda. Looks like a lefty. Can he make it? 7-6 to Pentucket. Oh, Tank almost got there. That was a good pen. Just out of the reach of Owen Tank. So 7-6. And this could go on all night. Up steps Twitchell. Here we go. I'm sure his legs are like jelly right now. Caelan Twitchell steps up. Carenti in goal. Oh, nice penalty. Carenti went the wrong way. So 7-7 is the score. And look at this. Coach Blue going down to have a word with the next penalty taker. And up steps and Pentucket for their 9th penalty. 7-7 at the moment. Can they make it 8-7 and put more pressure on the Newburyport penalty takers? Here we go. Steps up. Oh, cool. Tank went the wrong way and he just put it in the far corner. Very nice penalty there. And now, here is Jamie Brooks. He knows if he doesn't score this penalty, it's going to be ALS Cup for Pentucket. Real tension in the air. Jamie Brooks steps up, right-footed, and puts it right in the corner. The keeper went the right way, but he couldn't quite get there. Another great penalty, right in the corner. And real atmosphere here now. Everyone's so tense. And just who's going to blink first? Look, no one even knows who's going to take the next one for Pentucket. Who's going to take it? Who's going to take it? There's a big debate going on. Who would have thought they'd get to the 10th penalty kick? It doesn't look like anyone wants to take it. And you're taking it, son. Go on, get yourself up there. Number 22, Gavin Dollis. So, Gavin didn't want to take it. Can he score? Oh, puts it straight in the corner. What a wonderful penalty. He must have been feeling so much pressure, but he stuck it away. Now, Colwell steps up next, number 7. The ever-dependable left defender. Here he comes. 9-8 to Pentucket. Can Colwell score? Here we go. Oh, the keeper saved it. So it's Tyler Carenti's day. It wasn't a bad penalty at all. But unfortunately the keeper's guessed right and he's pushed it away. And Spencer Colwell's missed. And Newburyport have lost the ALS Cup final. And Pentucket take home the cup. It was a great penalty, but the keeper has made a superb save. Hints of being slightly off his line, but we'll let him off. That's an incredible save. And Pentucket have won the ALS Cup, winning 9-8 on penalties. It's so cruel to lose like that for Newburyport, having dominated the game and had such a good season. But they just couldn't win it out in penalties. It's always a complete lottery. Owen Tank did great in the goal, but unfortunately just no joy for Newburyport today. And Pentucket take the trophy home with them for another year. So cruel on these Newburyport players. First time they've tasted defeat this whole season, and a very cruel way to do it. But they dominated the game and still unbeaten in the Cal League. So after the game, Paul Aquaviva did catch up with Coach Sean Blue to get his perspective on the game.
All right, here it's Coach Sean Blue after a very tough game and battle. We played into overtime. Sean, tell us what you saw out there today.
Well, I'll tell you, this is what the ALS Cup is all about. You saw a great crowd here. It's too bad we can't have more games and night games like this, because you see how crazy it was and how awesome the atmosphere was, and it tells you that we should have more night games in the weekend and stuff like this, because it was awesome. We carried the play through the game. Probably deserved a win, but they played tough enough to squeak a tie out with us. And then the PKs, that's awesome. That can go any way at that point. And the keeper made a great save at the end to win. The excitement was just awesome like that in that game.
So the fact that we got, I think it was must have been 8 in, is pretty impressive against a pretty good goalie there.
Yeah, we went 10 PKs. I mean, that's crazy stuff going.
Did you do any special preparation for that?
We had guys warming it, and everyone pretty much hit the shot they should have, and the keeper made a save at the end. We had 2 practices taking PKs, and it's going to get us ready for the state tournament for sure.
All right, Sean. Well, we got a point out of it in the league, so that's positive. And defense played great. Anything on the defense you want to mention?
Yeah, I mean, we did a little no goal patrol thing here tonight in honor of my friend Darren, who passed at UMass this past week, and we did a no goal patrol at UMass, and it was nice to get a shutout. So deep down, I feel good about that, and I know Darren feels good about that too. So that was awesome. The kids all taped up for me tonight, and I appreciated that.
All right, great game, hard fought. Thank you, Sean.
Thanks, Paul.
So there you go. Obviously disappointed Sean Blue there after losing on penalties to Pentucket, but the record for the season is phenomenal. They remain unbeaten from 14 games with 50 goals scored and only 4 conceded. And with 4 games to go in the season, Newburyport have a chance of claiming the Cal Championship on Thursday night against Hamilton Wenham, knowing that a victory there will make them champions for the first time in the school's history. So plenty still to play for, great drama here, fantastic game, and Newburyport onwards and upwards, and we'll see you all on Thursday night. Thanks for watching.